Good morning. As we celebrate the feast day of Saint Ignatius of Loyola, I would like to share some of the facts about the life of Ignatius of Loyola as well as the work of Society of Jesus. Society of Jesus is the religious order that follows the teachings of Roman Catholic Church. It is led by Pope Francis, who himself a member of the Society of Jesus. And Superior General for Society of Jesus, who is in Rome, is Father Artura Sosa. All the members of this great Society of Jesus are also called Jesuits. So Jesuits stands for members of the Society of Jesus. To understand the life of Ignatius of Loyola, we must travel backwards by 5 centuries. This is the world map of 15th century. America was not known. Even Australia was not known to the mainland. By that time, India was a great power. Our Andhra Pradesh was ruled by Vijayanagara Empire. It is during this period, in 1491, Ignatius of Loyola was born in Spain. The original name was Inigo de Loyola. Later, he changed his name to Ignatius of Loyola. So Ignatius of Loyola is the founder of Society of Jesus, which runs hundreds of educational institutions, social service centers, and working for the upliftment of poor, refugees, and so on. To understand back to Ignatius of Loyola at the age of 16 was sent to serve as a page to the treasurer of the Kingdom of Castile. He was helping the treasurer and he was associated with the royal family. When he was associated with the royal family, he was frequently at the court and also developed pleasure taste for the worldly pleasures. He was also interested in gambling. He was like a normal youth of those days who wanted to become great fame, who want to reach fame by becoming a soldier. It is during that period, on May 20th, 1521, Ignatius of Loyola was fighting against the French occupation. In a war that happened in Pamplona, Ignatius of Loyola was seriously wounded. His leg got broken and people thought Ignatius would die soon. Some miracle took place. He was survived, and in the process of recovering, a man who wanted to become a soldier and rule the world and rule the people's heart started reading 2 famous books. They are Life of Christ and Lives of Saints. After reading these 2 books, the whole life of Ignatius of Loyola changed. He left the kingdom, he left the castle, and he started living among the poor. So he left everything and he joined the poor people on the streets. And in a place called Manresa, he was undergoing a penance, a severe penance he was undergoing. He was spending time in prayers and he had the vision of God. And it is at this place he wrote a book called Spiritual Exercises. So Spiritual Exercises, the book, share his godly experiences. Later, he wanted to become a priest. So he learned Latin and 1539 he had composed a summary description of what the new society has to be, and he wrote the rules and regulations of Society of Jesus. And in 1534 Ignatius and 6 men professed the vows poverty, chastity, and obedience. Thus the Society of Jesus has begun. What is poverty? Ignatius, having had his military background, was very strict about the rules and regulations. Friends, the same rules are followed even today. One of the important vow that was expected by the Society of Jesus is poverty. Poverty is, even if you have everything, you must live a simple life. This is poverty. Poverty is nothing to do with being a poor. Even if you have a wealthy, comfortable assets, you should live simple life without having any anxiety or possessiveness. This is what Ignatius wanted. This is what poverty. And even today, all the members of Society of Jesus observe this poverty. Second vow that was expected is obedience. Rule 13 of St. Ignatius says, I will believe that the white that I see is black if the hierarchical church so defines. It is very difficult for a rational understanding. If the superior says white, even though it is black, you must agree it is white. This is what obedience. Ignatius wanted this also to be followed strictly by all his followers. Third vow is chastity. All the members of the Society of Jesus observe this chastity. It is a condition or quality of being pure and chaste, leading a chaste life. All the members will not marry. They have to dedicate body and spirit to God. That is what chastity means. With all these rules and regulations, Paul III approved the society in the year 1540. So today, as on today, the society is about 480 years old. Ignatius lived 15 years more to guide the society, and during his period itself, Society of Jesus spread all over the globe. One Francis Xavier came to Goa in India, and likewise the society grew in number. And in 1556, when Ignatius died, there were 1,000 members all over the world, and there were 76 houses and 12 provinces. All this happened in a short span of 15 years. July 31st, 1556, Ignatius died. That is today, the day is today, and we celebrate this day as the feast day of St. Ignatius of Loyola, because this is the day we assume he reached the God. From then, the Society of Jesus was led by 31 superior generals. The present superior general is the 31st superior general, Father Artura Sosa. Becoming a Jesuit is one of the toughest and longest training. Each Jesuit, to become a member of this great Society of Jesus, has to undergo a minimum of 15 years of training. The training includes spirituality, humanities, philosophy, theology, and a master's degree. Sometimes they also go for a doctoral degree in the concerned subject. Friends, for such a hard training, to give such a great vows, even today there are about 18,000 Jesuits all over the world. In India alone, there are 4,000 plus, and Andhra, there are 200 plus. In our own Andhra Loyola College, we are fortunate to have 15 Jesuits working, serving for the staff, students, and the general public. These are the pictures of the Superior General, former Superior General, visited our campus, Andhra Loyola campus, in the year 2016. Friends, Jesuits are known all over the world for their education services. And Ignatius himself started a college in 1551, and he wanted to be the college as to be as a model for all Jesuit colleges, and that is still existing. This is presently in Rome, called Gregorian University, which offers a number of spiritual courses, spiritual training for religious. The Ignatian vision of education is to impart higher education with the integral formation, which involves academic excellence, spiritual growth, social commitment, and also value-based leadership. That is the goal, vision of Society of Jesus. With this great vision, all over the world, we have number of Jesuit universities and colleges. These are some of the Jesuit institutions in US. Likewise, we have number of other educational institutions in Europe, Asia, Japan, and all parts of the globe. Coming to Jesuits in India, when Saint Francis Xavier came to Goa, he started the first college. And Jesuits spread all over during these 500 years in India. And we have number of other institutions like Loyola College, Chennai, and St. Joseph's College, Tiruchirappalli, which was established in 1844, and St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, and the famous B School, Xavier Labor Research Institute, Jamshedpur. St. Joseph's College, Bangalore, this is another, St. Xavier's College, Mumbai, all belong to Society of Jesus. All the members of Society of Jesus run all these institutions in India. Coming to Andhra Pradesh, again, Andhra Loyola College was the first institution to have been started, and later Loyola Academy was started, and there is also another Loyola College, YSRR. This campus, the college, was donated by the former Chief Minister, and presently it is called Loyola Degree College, YSRR. And also Loyola Institute of Engineering and Technology was started in 2008. All over Andhra, Telangana regions, Jesuits are not only working in education, they also have number of other missions like healthcare, pastoral care, and other social work. So many other missions the Jesuits are working. So we salute all the Jesuits on this feast day. The Ignatian vision is finding God in all things. So it is not confining to prayer alone. You should be able to serve people through which you fulfill the vision of God. That is finding God in all things. That is one of the great vision. And Jesuits, the charism of Jesuits is ad maiorem Dei gloriam, to do everything for the greater glory of God. So whatever you do not for your personal fame and name, you do for the greater glory of God. And today, Jesuits are working with poor and marginalized and refugees. There is also a Jesuit refugee service, and number of missions are undertaken by Jesuits. Through all these missions, they find God. And this is one of the picture of Jesuit JRS, and they work in Myanmar, Sri Lanka, and they also work with tribals. The Jesuits are also working in tribals all over the globe, and in India also there are good number of tribal missions to work for the tribals. Jesuits are also running number of schools for poor, and this is one such school in a remote place. And all over their missions, they give special importance to the poor and marginalized and persons with disabilities. Social action projects is another mission. Jesuits are also promoting social action, giving awareness on environment, awareness on their own rights. All this comes in part and parcel of social action projects. Cultural mission is another important area. For example, in our own Loyola College, we have Kaladarshini, which promotes cultural activities, and they help number of people to grow with arts and other forms of cultural related activities. This is one of the picture of Kaladarshini, a Jesuit institution of fine arts and culture. Back to Loyola again. Loyola was founded on 9th December 1953. It was a dream of the people of this region, and it was started with the support of the local people those days. And founding fathers, we salute the founding fathers, Father Matthias and others, you can see them in this picture. The Father Matthias and Father Gordon were the first and second principals. They made the great foundations for Loyola College, and we salute them. What we are today is because of them. And this is again one of the picture where a large number of public are participating in one of the founding stone. This is again maybe a college day after a few years of foundation. Friends, today there are 30 lakh students studying all over the world in 90 countries in Jesuit institutions. So we are proud to be a part and parcel of this great mission, tradition, and let us feel proud of being a member of this great Loyola family, and let us wish each one as well the Jesuits happy feast day. Thank you.